you may now be seated. Good morning. We're gathered here for the inauguration of the expanded Petrochemicals Manufacturing Complex. To formally begin our program, may we call on the President and the CEO of the JG Summit Holdings Incorporated, Sir Lance Gokongwei, to deliver his welcome remarks.
His Excellency, President Ferdinand Marcos, Governor Mandanas, Mayor Beverly, Congressman Marty, DTI Secretary Fred Pascual, our dear friends from government and our community, and my fellow JG Summit Petrochemical colleagues. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to the inauguration of JG Summit Olefins expanded manufacturing facility here in Batangas City. Within this 160-hectare world-class complex lies the country's largest wholly-owned integrated petrochemical plant. This massive investment represents the Gokongwei Group's commitment to help build a strong and resilient Philippine economy through the growth of our domestic manufacturing industries. My late father, John Gokongwei Jr., always believed that for our country to prosper, we need to build a strong industrial base. While petrochemicals are a basic and strategic industry with multiple links to various sectors of the economy, only a few hardy investors dare to venture into this business because it is highly capital intensive and it has a long gestation period. But being a fearless entrepreneur that he was, Mr. John, together with our chairman, Mr. James Go, his brother, started our petrochemical business here in Batangas in late 1990s, 1998 precisely. This pioneering investment signified their vision and determination to develop the Philippines into an industrial power. Today, Mr. John's vision lives on through this integrated petrochemical complex, which serves as an enduring symbol of his hopes and aspirations for competitive Philippine manufacturing. He had great faith in this sector and even greater faith in this country. And he knew the country needed this plant to serve as its cornerstone. This world-class manufacturing facility, built at a cost of over 150 billion pesos and completed through the twists and turns of close to 3 decades, represents the Gokongwei Group's single largest investment in a single business. This sizable investment is born out of our firm belief that having a strong local petrochemical manufacturing base will support the revitalization of Philippine industry and help the country move up the global value chain. The inauguration of our expanded petrochemical plant is very timely as it supports the 2023 to 2028 Philippine Development Plan to revitalize domestic industry. It is also very much aligned to the Philippine Development Plan's key outcomes such as domestic market expansion, supplier base expansion, moving up the value chain, competitiveness improvement, dynamic industry ecosystem creation, and enhanced intersectoral linkages. This complex also helps promote a positive investment image for the country as it establishes the Philippines as a country invested in sustaining the growth of its manufacturing industries. Our common goal is to build a self-reliant and thriving Philippine industrial sector, which is undeniably closely linked to the success of the local petrochemical industry. Thus, we look forward to a stronger collaboration between the government and local industry to make this goal a reality. Today is truly a momentous occasion as it reminds me of how far we've come against all odds and how much more we have to and we can accomplish. I thank all the people who have been with us through the thick and the thin. Thank you, Mr. James, for your guidance and wise counsel. My cousin Patrick Goff for leading this business over the last two decades. Arnel, our CEO, for coming home from a successful career overseas to lead this business, and the thousands of individuals of the JG Summit Olefins Corporation, the men and women who keep this plant running every single day for the continued industrialization of our economy. Thank you to our host communities in Barangays Simlong, Pinamukan, Ibaba in Batangas City for giving us a home. And thank you to our business partners and customers for their continued trust in us. And last but not the least, thank you to our partners and friends in government, led by no less than His Excellency President Ferdinand Marcos Jr., for enabling us and giving us the confidence to successfully complete this ambitious expansion project. This expansion is no doubt a testament to the continuous innovation and development of the domestic petrochemical industry and to the overall revitalization of Philippine manufacturing. Mr. President, we are extremely grateful that you have taken precious time out of your very busy schedule to be with us today. Our hardworking engineers, technicians, plant and office personnel who work tirelessly for the continued advancement of our local industry will undoubtedly be even more inspired as after seeing you here today. Mr. President, please rest assured that we are one with you in building a prosperous, vibrant, strong, resilient, and highly industrialized Philippine economy for all Filipinos. Thank you everyone for joining us today. Mabuhay ang isang matatag na ekonomiya para sa ating minamahal na Pilipinas.
Thank you, Sir Lance. We request everyone to kindly direct your attention on screen for the short audio-visual presentation of the JG Summit Olefins Corporation.
JG Summit Olefins Corporation, or JG SOC, is a pioneer in the petrochemical industry in the Philippines, with its fully integrated manufacturing complex in Batangas City. JG SOC is 100% owned by the JG Summit Holdings Incorporated. JG Summit is one of the largest conglomerates in the Philippines, with business interests in air transportation, banking, food manufacturing, hotels, power generation, publishing, real estate and property development, telecommunications, and petrochemicals. Previously, there were two subsidiaries, JG Summit Petrochemical Corporation, or JGSPC, established in 1994, which operated the polymer facilities, and JG SOC, established in 2008, which operates the naphtha cracker plant. These two companies were collectively known as the JG Summit Petrochemicals Group, or JGSPG. As of January 1, 2022, the two companies have been merged to a single corporate entity, with JG SOC as the surviving entity of the merger. Within the same group, another company, Big Fuel Corporation, was established in 2019 as a fuels trading business, also operating from within the JG Summit Petrochemical Complex. Previously a subsidiary of JGSPC, post-merger Big Fuel Corporation is now 100% owned by JG SOC. JG SOC operates the first and only naphtha cracker plant in the country, which produces the olefin raw materials, ethylene and propylene, used as feedstock by the downstream polymer plants. The cracker's products also include mixed C4 and pyrolysis gasoline or biogas, which are in turn the raw materials to produce C4 olefins and aromatics products from its butadiene and aromatics extraction plants, respectively. The olefin raw materials, ethylene and propylene, are used as feedstock to produce polyethylene, more commonly known as PE, and polypropylene or PP, from the company's polymer plants. These PE and PP production facilities both use Unipol technology, with PE technology licensed from Univision Technologies and PP technology licensed from WR Grace, respectively. As the largest manufacturer of polyolefins in the Philippines, JG SOC markets its world-class quality PE and PP resins under the brand name Everline. and more recently, premium grades under Evelyn Plus. JG Sock is a dominant player in the local resins market and sells to over 30 countries worldwide. In 2021, JG Sock started commercial operations of a new aromatics extraction unit, which uses Sulzer GT-BTX technology to produce benzene, toluene, mixed silenes, and mixed aromatics using the cracker spigas as feedstock. In 2022, JD Sock started commercial operations of the first and only butadiene extraction unit in the Philippines, which uses BASF process licensed for Lumos technology. This facility processes mixed C4 from the naphtha cracker to produce butadiene and raffinate 1. Within 2023, JD Sock will also start to complete the commissioning and performance test for its new 250 kVA PE plant, which will use the Martec double loop slurry process, licensed by Chevron Phillips Chemical. The Martec process is also one of the world's leading processes for the manufacture of PE, and which will allow JD Sock to produce higher performance bimodal, metallocene, and bimodal metallocene PE grades. JD Sock adheres to an integrated management system which encompasses the quality management system under ISO 9001:2015, the environmental management system under ISO 14001:2015, and the occupational health and safety management system under ISO 45001:2018. JD Sock has had its ISO Quality Management System certification since year 2000, its Safety Management System certification since 2005, and its Occupational Health Safety Management System since 2018. The company most recently underwent and passed its ISO recertification audit as of March 2023. JD Sock currently has over 1,200 employees, over half of which come from a technical or engineering background. In addition, JD Sock also provides employment for several thousand indirect personnel for various work functions such as logistics, maintenance, administration and utilities, security, and similar scopes. Sustainability is a key expectation from our stakeholders, such as our employees, investors, customers, and the communities that we are in. In JD Sock, we strive to incorporate sustainability initiatives in all our operations and embed sustainability as part of our overall business strategy. Today, JD Sock is involved in its communities in Batangas City through various initiatives, such as the operation of a continuous ambient air quality monitoring station, educational and health programs through the Abot Kamay initiative, carbon sequestration in the form of reforestation and coral reef rehabilitation, and renewable energy transition through the use of solar panels in the petrochemical complex. Soon, JD Sock aims to measure and reduce its carbon emissions, develop its ESG strategy roadmap, and progress initiatives for waste utilization.
And to give us his message, may we call on the President and CEO of JG Summit Olefins Corporation, Sir Arnel Santos.
Magandang umaga. His Excellency President Ferdinand Marcos Jr., Congressman, partners in the community, and indeed our employees. Good morning and welcome to the inauguration of JG Summit Olefins Expanded Manufacturing Facility. Growing up in Tondo, Manila, I learned from my tatay that education is the great equalizer. A belief rooted not just in knowledge, but in care, compassion, humility, and an unwavering passion to overcome. I earned a bachelor's degree in chemical engineering from UP Diliman out of the support of many people I could not count. That and my subsequent career allowed me to provide for my family. Thanks to leaders and mentors, I evolved as a leader and as a person. in my 32-year career with Shell, Nova Chemicals, and Suncor Energy, spanning 5 countries and 3 continents, I have faced volatility, uncertainty, economic cycles, climate change impacts, and geopolitical shifts. Amidst this flux, 3 constants stood firm. Volatility, uncertainty, economic cycles, climate change impacts, and geopolitical shifts. Amidst this flux, 3 constants stood firm: gratitude, kindness, and grit. Leaving the Philippines in 1997, I sought an international career success, yet a void lingered. Joining JG Summit is a timely opportunity to give back, support the country, and lead JG SOC. And I can now also take care directly for Nanay after Tatay's passing from COVID in 2021. JG SOC, an organization built by a visionary family, is committed to innovative products crucial for Filipinos' health and safety. Petrochemicals are essential building blocks to the most basic products Filipinos use in everyday life. Packaging for food, fibers for clothing, materials used in paint, and furnitures for our shelter. They are just important components of transport vehicles, water pipes, and adhesives used in construction. Play a big role in pharmaceuticals and items we need to take care of for our well-being and health. Things that we probably take for granted. JG SOC provides a platform for STEM to grow and manufacturing in the Philippines to thrive. We have 1,200 direct employees with 75% from engineering and science-based fields. We have over 5,000 indirect personnel as support. Leading JG SOC is truly a privilege. In closing, my tatay's wisdom guides. Begin every day with the focus on the lives you touch. We hope to touch many more lives in the Philippines and around the world with the products we create here at JG SOC. Marami pong salamat.
At this point, we shall proceed with the unveiling of the marker of the expanded Petrochemicals manufacturing complex. May we invite the President to lead the unveiling of the marker. And may we request the party on stage to assist the President. Ready, Mr. President? At the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. The marker reads as follows: JG Summit Olefins Corporation Expanded Petrochemicals Manufacturing Facility, inaugurated by His Excellency Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr., President of the Republic of the Philippines. As a pioneer in the Philippine petrochemical industry with a fully integrated world-class manufacturing complex, JG Summit Olefins Corporation completed its facility expansion program for the continuous innovation and development of the domestic petrochemical industry and for the overall revitalization of Philippine manufacturing. Thank you, Mr. President. And congratulations, JG Summit Olefins Corporation. At this juncture, may we request Trade and Industry Secretary Alfredo Pascual to introduce our guest of honor.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the Republic of the Philippines, His Excellency Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr.
Thank you to our DTI Secretary Fred Pascual, for his introduction. Please take your seats. The representative of the 5th District of Batangas, Representative Mario Vittorio Marino. Of course, our good friend, Batangas Governor Dodong Mandanas, Batangas City Mayor Beverly Rose Di Machua Marino, and all the other elected officials who are joining us here today at this very important event. Mr. James Go, the chairman of JG Summit Holdings Incorporated, who kept the flame alive for 26 years. Until now, we are here. We have arrived to this day, having braved all of the difficulties and the crises, not only here in the Philippines, but in the world stage. Your achievement here is a remarkable one. And of course, Mr. Lance Gokongwei, the President and CEO of JG Summit Holdings Incorporated, who has continued to live the dream of his father of bringing these very large, very difficult, very complex projects to fruition. The officials and employees of JG Summit Olefins Corporation, led by President and CEO, Mr. Arnel Santos, who I think demonstrates the best in Filipino, as he had already made him a name for himself in his professional life all over the world. And yet, sinasabi nga, pinag-usapan namin ni Lance, sabi ko, good na siya. He was okay already. He had a very comfortable life, but he chose, nevertheless, to come in and take on this challenge and really to help build up Filipino manufacturing. And for that, we are very grateful. Other distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. And I thank you for this opportunity to personally validate if the policies that we have instituted do in fact spur investments and do work on the ground. So let me hand out this a quick analysis. This impressive complex is proof of concept that that idea, that principle, that concept does in fact succeed. What you have built here is more than a cutting-edge technology. It is a testament to Filipino skill, a proof of business confidence, an example of manufacturing resurgence, and a realization of the vision of a great Filipino industrialist, the patriot John Gokongwei. His is a story of guts and grit for the ages. We are all familiar with his rise from very humble beginnings to what now we see as these grand projects of national importance. Losing his father and their fortune early in life, he rode a bicycle to peddle wares to support his family. From there on, he never stopped venturing to new frontiers, combining audacity with acumen to launch great products that capture Filipino hearts and in the process generate profit with honor. Long before it was coined, Mr. John practiced build better more. And JG Summit's extensive portfolio attests to how expansive his optimism was. From planes to airlines to chemicals, from housing to hotels, from fish crackers to naphtha crackers. Sabi nga ni Lance, laging hindi pinipili yung madali, naghahanap ng mahirap na gagawin. Kaya siguro yung pagka-challenge sa kanya, kaya naman tayo nagkakaroon ng ganito, napakalaking tulong sa manufacturing ng ating bansa. So it gives me tremendous hope that Mr. John's strong belief in our Filipino and his abiding faith in our country are the same forces that drive the worthy stewards of his legacy to never stop making the lives of Filipino people better. Tulad na lang po ng complex na ito. What it produces ends up in the packaging of the food we eat, in the clothes that we wear, in the appliances in our homes, in the cars that we drive, in the electronic devices that we use to chronicle our daily lives. It is an upstream industry that feeds many enterprises and supplies many other manufacturing concerns. It is amongst the linchpins of our industrialization, a vital link in moving up the value chain, and guarantees the supply of a critical production ingredient. It is directly and indirectly employing 6,200 individuals. You are a major contributor to an industry that is forecasted to enrich our economy by 215 billion pesos next year. As we inaugurate this complex, I cannot help but link its significance to two individuals whom I inducted into office just 2 days ago. First is the son of Batangas, former congressman, now Secretary Ralph Recto, who has joined us in the cabinet as a Secretary of Finance. And second is a valuable member of the hardworking Gokongwei clan, Secretary Dek Go, who is now the Special Assistant for Investment and Economic Affairs. They will do, but on a macro scale, what this multi-billion peso complex has been doing: generate jobs, grow the economy, raise revenues, attract investors, and unleash opportunities that will result in common prosperity. At this point, I must apologize, I suppose, to the Gokongwei group for taking away and pirating headhunting some of their best talent. Together with the rest of the economic team, they will continue to create a climate that propels economic growth, boosts incentives, promotes ease of doing business, and funds high-impact infrastructure. The bottom line of their assigned mission is this: to reduce red tape that chokes industry and innovation and replace it with a red carpet that ushers in capital, foreign and domestic, and provides the path towards progress. This is the government's mandatory equity to provide participation in national growth. It is my firm belief that the government should not be a yoke on the back of business, like taxing them heavily and tightly regulating their growth, making the ease of doing business a sticking point for possible investors. This complex is more than an engineering marvel. It is one that is imbued with a national mission. It is a key plank in the manufacturing renaissance that will revitalize domestic industry and scale up competitiveness, as what our Philippine Development Plan envisions. To all the men and women, scientists and engineers who keep this complex running, thank you for your labor, your hard work in pursuing this national mission. To the people of Batangas, an economic powerhouse in itself, thank you for hosting this critical enterprise, which you support by supplying the workforce that it needs and providing the local government support, which is essential to the success of such large projects. And of course, to the Gokongweis, kindly receive the gratitude of your countrymen for your continuous big and bold investments that uplift the lives of our people, that raise our global business appeal, that hoist us as an FDI destination and boost confidence in our economy. Once again, a very, very warm congratulations on the establishment of JG Summit's expanded petrochemicals manufacturing complex. Maraming salamat, mabuhay kayong lahat. Magandang umaga po sa inyo.
Thank you, Mr. President. At this point, may we request the President to kindly grant us a photo opportunity. First batch, government officials. Please come stage right. Okay. Gokongwei Group Executive, please be on standby, stage right. Thank you. Exit right, please. Gokongwei Group Executives. JG SOC Executives, stand by, please. Stage right. Thank you. Exit right, please.
Thank you. Please exit to the right, please.
Thank you so much, Mr. President, for granting us a photo opportunity. That concludes our program. Thank you, Mr. President, for gracing the inauguration of expanded Petrochemicals Manufacturing Complex. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, the President of the Republic of the Philippines, His Excellency Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. We would like to request everyone to please remain seated until the President has left the venue. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, the President of the Republic of the Philippines, His Excellency Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr.